This city is 117 years older than the state it's in. And with a Mardi Gras celebration older than New Orleans, it might surprise you to know that it is illegal here to spray silly string or throw confetti. And that is just the beginning of interesting facts we'll learn on this episode of Ms. World Traveler in Mobile, Alabama. Hi friends, I'm Ms. World Traveler Kerry Damiano, inviting you on an adventure to discover style, design, fashion, art, and antiques in great shopping destinations across the country and around the world. Come with me.
Made up of 7 National Historic Districts in the downtown and midtown, Mobile was founded in 1702 and incorporated into a city in 1819. Originally settled as a colony of French Louisiana, the port city on the Gulf of Mexico became a hot potato, changing hands 5 times during 3 different wars, which accounts for its military history everywhere you look. One of the most important attractions in Mobile is the USS Alabama, which was commissioned in 1942 and fought valiantly until 1945, earning the title Heroine of the Pacific. It was an arduous effort to transfer the warship from Bremerton, Washington in 1964, where she was decommissioned and slated for the scrapyard, back to her home state, which involved the Navy, 2 governors, the legislature, and many more. The story of the fundraising and all the volunteers who took part in the project is fascinating. And for $18, you can learn all about it at the USS Alabama Battleship Memorial Park.
There was an incredible celebration when the USS Alabama opened to the public in 1965. But that isn't the only celebration that is near and dear to the hearts of Mobile's residents.
As the birthplace of Mardi Gras in the U.S., Mobile has celebrated Carnival annually since 1703. With over 300 years of history, that is a lot of memorabilia, artifacts, photos, costumes, floats, and traditions to archive and manage. So the Mobile Carnival Museum was established in 2005 to catalog, protect, and exhibit these precious pieces of history.
All right, well, Judi, we are so excited to be here and obviously to learn more about the history of the oldest Mardi Gras celebration.
That is correct. The birthplace of Mardi Gras in North
Yes.
America, right here in Mobile, Alabama.
Yes. So you guys were the first and you put together this amazing museum. So tell me how that all came to be.
Well, we're coming up on our 20th anniversary. We had a soft opening in 2005. And the inception for the museum was the city had kind of always thought that we should have a standalone museum dedicated to Mardi Gras, of course, since we are the birthplace. But funding is always a great concern.
Is it?
Money is everything. And so the Mobile Carnival Association, the group that I actually work for, stepped up, and this house and facility had previously housed the Museum of Mobile. And when we made some changes and had a new building built here in Mobile, the museum had a chance to move into some old quarters. And so we moved into this house here and made and established this museum as the Mobile Carnival Museum. And so we highlight the history of Mardi Gras here in Mobile and also our community involvement.
Mm-hmm. Well, one of the things I've noticed as we have walked around is just the sparkle, the beauty, the color, all of that, all the things that I like and am interested in. So this is a little bit different kind of museum. It's not about just reading plaques. It's really very, very visual.
And that's because all of Mardi Gras is visual. Mardi Gras is all about the sights, the sounds, and the smells. And while we can't get the smells 100% in here, we can get the sights and the sounds.
Yeah.
And regarding bling, we probably have more Swarovski crystals here than you could ever imagine. So
Wow.
you are in hog.
I am. Very true. So how far back, like for example, what is the oldest piece that you have represented here?
We have some textiles going back to the 1940s, and occasionally, with different exhibits that we have coming in, we'll have things dating back to the 1830s when we started celebrating modern Mardi Gras in 1830, not when we started celebrating Mardi Gras here in 1702 when our city was founded as a territory.
I love that the modern one is 1800s, right? That's great. But speaking of modern, we have a very modern, do you call it a cape?
These are trains.
Train. We have a modern train right behind us. So can you tell us a little bit about this exhibit?
Okay, so here we have on display right here our queen from 2003. Now, when I say queen, we're talking about the queen, this particular queen of the Mobile Carnival Association, which has a public coronation on the Saturday before Fat Tuesday. And so all of our monarchs here, they choose their own theme, they choose their own colors. It takes about 9 months to create the trains here. Everything is hand sewn, hand designed, and it's designed right here. This particular piece was made by Homer McClure, and he is just fabulously talented.
Well, I see that. But you were saying about the hummingbirds, that this is a hummingbird theme. So tell me a little bit about that.
Well, she chose hummingbirds because that was something that was near and dear to her heart from a painting, and she replicated the hummingbird theme throughout her entire reign, including her Queen's Luncheon that we had over 800 guests at that. There was a huge backdrop that was made, so that theme was carried on through because what our monarchs will do when they're creating their robe is a lot of times it's history within their family. It's something that they like personally. It could be an experience. And so that hummingbird theme was simply carried through by Queen Cooper throughout her reign.
Well, and you were telling me that it's a whole culture. It's not just one or two events. It's all year round. It's and it's families that have been doing this forever and ever. So talk a little about just the culture of Mardi Gras here.
As you can imagine, if we've been successful in having modern day Mardi Gras for over 150, 60 years or so, the way that we do that, there's no governing body for Mardi Gras. So in these particular, we have over 80 mystic organizations. So to keep the continuity of those mystic organizations, you have to have people to step up and be leaders in those organizations. And so what you have is you'll have people that have been involved in these organizations. It's not uncommon to have a grandfather, a father, and a son, 3 generations that are still active in that particular organization. And there probably was a great-grandfather that was, he's simply not living now. So that's how we maintain our mystic organizations here. It's generational. It's something that is a part of our social fabric in this community.
Well, I think we should, have a look around because there's so many incredibly beautiful things to see. So this is just one of them. Sort of each room we go to, it's more beautiful than the next. So I think we should have a look.
Let's go.
Wow.
Well, this is the Moore Gallery, but we call it our wow room because just about everybody who walks in says exactly what you did. Wow.
It's incredible. Oh my goodness. So this obviously is a showcase of many different years worth of trains and gowns and beautiful sparkly things.
It is. And I'll tell you what, this is the room where you can really get a sense of the complex design of these robes, the personality of them. You can see the artistry in the creations. And I'll tell you, each one tells their own story. And we have, for instance, over here with this Van Antwerp train that we have going on, we have the Van Antwerp family who had built the first original skyscraper in Mobile, the Van Antwerp building. And The facade on the exterior of the building has the family crest, and this particular king chose to replicate that on his train. And so, of course, it's the job of the train maker then to bring that to life, and it's really phenomenal at the way that they can do that.
Incredible. And what a great idea. Different and so personal. So here we are on one of the floats. We actually get to be up here. I'll practice my wave.
Carrie, this float has a theme of the celebration of Mardi Gras in Mobile. Of course, the fireworks with a celebration, because you're always celebrating when there are fireworks. Mardi Gras, the first established mystic society was the Cowbellians, hence the cowbell there, founded at the midnight hour, hence the owl. And then Mobile is the azalea city, so we have azaleas here. And so once we design our floats, we also have costumes that are made each year to match that. So we have our green costume here with the fireworks, see on his shoulder and coming out of his hat. Our lady here represents our azaleas, and this gentleman right here for the midnight hour. And so the costumes match the float. And each of our parades tells a story as they roll down the street.
A $12 visit to the Mobile Carnival Museum offers the opportunity to witness the pomp and pageantry of the Mardi Gras Festival without actually attending, and even more importantly, to examine the intricate and elaborate details of the royal trains, costumes, and crowns up close. I felt right at home amidst all the sparkle. The incredibly talented and creative people who make Mardi Gras happen aren't the only talented and creative people in town. On the next segment of Ms. World Traveler in Mobile, we'll stop by an art gallery featuring a wide range of mediums, and I'll even show you a little something I picked out for myself. See you then.